Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Endless Space 2 on the Reawakening Update. I'm Proton. This is Series 9, Episode number 17. We are picking up at turn number 56. We're playing a standard faction of the Sophons on Endless Difficulty in a normal speed game. In this episode, we are going to war. That's right, we are going to war with the United Empire. We're going to have some fleet battles too. We're going to have a fight here at Virak with our fleet, and we're also going to be flying into Oira. There is a Horatio fleet there, at least there was, and it looks like it's systems under attack, so I suspect that the Horatio are still there, and so we're going to go show them how cool our fleets are that we have. We're also still going to be doing the whole exploring the galaxy thing like we've been doing the last couple episodes. We're pretty relaxed, chill episodes because we weren't really doing much fighting. That's changing now. See, we have enough influence coming in that we can spend influence to do diplomatic actions like declaring war. So we're going to be doing that. There's also going to be a fight. I think I'm going to take a crack at this one down here. There's this quest. Let's see. Well, let's run through some stuff here. We need more militarist support for this, seeding the cloud. We need more military support. We've got an election coming up after turn 60 over here, so I need to start building military support and to progress our faction quest. Right now, militarists are in 4th place. We want more militarist support. So you get that by constructing military vessels, building system defenses, recruiting and assigning militarist heroes, blockade sieges, enemy proximity to systems, aggressive diplomacy, territorial losses, and military quests and events, right? So, we're going to be doing some aggressive diplomacy, some wars, doing more battles, that kind of stuff, for sure. Also, there's Thieves and Traitors quest. Hunt down and defeat the 3 rebel fleets for Isyander, and then we'll get an academy ship, which is actually, it used to be the Bastion, which was a large ship. And I think the large ship, getting that it's a powerful ship. I think it has an attack of like about 10 or 11,000. So getting that will make it a lot easier to do this one, the Final Absolution. That's over here. And since the fleet size is 4 and these ships are 3, I think it would be 4 consecutive fights of one ship at a time, not all 4 at once. If we had to face all 4 at once, that would be a lot tougher to deal with, right? Obviously, but individually, that's a lot more manageable. So I think if, and then these fleets over here, it's these 3. There's one here. These are like a weaker version of the Fist. And then there's 2 more over here. So if we take out all 3 of those, we get the large ship. We can use the large ship to take this fleet down, right? It's a tough ship. It's good. I remember it from last series. We used the Bastion the whole rest of the game. So I want to do that. The battles are also going to give us an opportunity to see how our ship designs are working, see if we're going to keep going with these small kinetic attackers or if we're going to change it up. We can go ahead and look at our battle tactics. So in preparation for battle here, we have a gravity distortion, which is 10% hull plating penetration on weapon modules, and for both fleets, 10% hull plating penetration on the ships. But we have a plasma distortion plus and a gravity distortion plus. So I think what I want to do is replace gravity distortion with gravity distortion plus. And I think I want to add the plasma distortion for now. And then we've got one that is increasing hull plating absorption, and we have one that's increasing shield absorption, right? So these are more defensive and these are more offensive. One for energy, one for kinetic, basically, right? So I think we're going to go with that. Another thing I want to look at is want to colonize. I want to get colonies started over here at Hath and Gano. So to do that, right now we have the law that's giving us a +3 movement, and then we have a hero who's giving us a +1 movement. So that's 4 extra movement we get on our ships. And looking at the distance here between CB and Gano, that is a distance of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. So if we had a speed 5 colony ship, it would be able to make it to Gano in 1 turn. So let's do that. Let's create an outpost ship design. Okay, speed 5 outpost. Okay, and that is Hecto design. All right, cool. So he's just going to be an outpost. That's it. No extra engines. I want to queue that up here. Here's my concern. Lumeris can colonize like almost instantly any system that they have visibility to, which is a concern. I'm concerned he's going to take Hath and Gano, so I want that to not happen. So let's just go ahead and let's produce one of these outpost ships in each of these, in Tionha and in CB31. And so Tionhas will go to Hath, and CB31s will go to Gano, and we'll get outposts established in both of those systems. Right now, we do have some approval to spare because of the new colony rule. That's only going for 3 more turns, but when those colonies establish, we'll make sure to hopefully remember to put that law back into effect if I still have access to it after the election. And that'll give us some temporary approval. And then we'll work on increasing our maximum number of systems that we can control by researching the cultural inverdicts. So that at least gets us culture unshock gives us a +4 systems. So that'll be worth doing. And then also, if somehow miraculously we can have militarists take over in the next election, then it's game on. Then we can go hard. We have Jingoist Joy. We'll be able to just declare war on lots of people for free. There's no influence cost, and we can just get a lot of approval from declaring war on lots of people, and we can just go ham. We can just let the war machine roll. So that'll be the plan. Hopefully we can get militarists in charge. If so, then we're just going to rock and roll at that point. Let's see, how close are we to getting militarist heroes? Okay, impactless sites is completed in 1 turn. That will unlock. Let's see, there's still nobody else has it yet, so then we will have exclusive access to all 6 of the heroes. We'll be able to get those guys, assign them to systems, assign them to fleets, whatever they're good at, and we'll be able to start rocking and rolling, man. Okay, so Orichalcix is cheap. I forgot to buy it before, so we need some money for that. So let's sell some Hyperium, and we'll just keep selling until we can buy this. You can see it's cheap, man, and it won't stay cheap. So let's go ahead and buy it. Okay, great. So we got the Orichalcix. Cool. We'll take a quick look through our messages here, and then we'll start going for it, man. So there's our support currently. Colonized gas planets, expanded mines, and we're now collecting antimatter at 4 per turn, I think it was. Yep. All right. Hakim, we did study life form. We've got more influence coming. We're ramping up our production. All right, we got this one colonized. Which one is better? Computer's kind of laggy. I'm not digging it. Ooh, much happier. Okay, it's a bit of a hit on the industry, but the approval is much better, so I think we're going to go with that. Okay, cool. And Mercurite. We grew some population. We put them in into the spaceports, starting to send them, spreading them around. Hunt down and defeat the 3 rebel fleets, man. So we're going to pin that as our quest. Okay, so here are the locations where those 3 fleets are. There's one there, and one there. Okay, so I'll tell you what, man. Let's take a run at these guys. And let's see, can this hero make it? He cannot make it for the fight. What if we split them up? He cannot make it for the fight. Okay. All right, let's fly up here. Do a quick exploration. Subterranean 4 on a cold is meta-intactogen. That hero can come back this way, and he'll make it to CB next turn. And this one can go over here to Airy.
Your offensiveness drives Horatio to anger and distraction.
Yeah, we are not going to stop attacking. Quite the contrary.
The Empire will not tolerate.
And the same with
Your offensiveness drives Horatio to anger.
The Empire will not tolerate this.
Yeah, well, what you want and what you get. Going to be separate things. Okay, we'll go ahead and attack. Let's see, we'll explore the Subterranean 1. Probably going to be Orichalcix, I think. Yep. Okay. And then his next stop is over here at Heka. Most likely. I'm just going to... Yep, there's the Lumeris invaders. And it looks like United Empire is the one who's invading. He has no manpower on his fleets. So yeah, he has the system... United Empire has the system guarded, and he's doing the invading. And he's got his... So his fleet's actually a little more vulnerable than it normally would be. All right, let's take a run at. Let's see, which one do we want to do first? Let's do Horatio. Let's fight with Horatio. Let's see, these guys. Select all. They can get to here. They cannot get much further than that. So let's fly them over here. fleet we'll send over here. And these two we'll just guard for now. Yep, his fleet is there. He's got 16 ships here. Some of them are damaged though, which is helpful. He has a lot of kinetics. Depends on the fleet that's attacking, actually. Some has more energy and some has more kinetic. Okay, so this fleet that's coming after us, let's see, energy, 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 energy. That one's guns, guns, energy. That one's missiles. That one's missiles. So he has a couple of ships that are kinetic guns, a couple of ships that are kinetic missiles, and then the rest of it's energy. Okay. I am basically all kinetic, mix of guns and missiles. Alright, so I'm either deciding between adding extra shield power or getting either more shield penetration or some more hull penetration. Since he has very minimal amount of kinetics and I have guns on all my ships, I'm going to be able to shoot down the little bit of missiles that he has. And most of the fight, probably his two gunships are going to be they may be at longer range, so they won't be very effective. So I'm going to say let's go with extra kinetic effectiveness. So we're going to go gravity, distortion, plus, hull plating penetration, and yeah. Okay. Which has us at long or medium range. Since we only have enough ships for 2 lanes. Let's look here. Lanes 1 and 2, he has 11 command points. And I have 9. So I'm limited to the top 2 lanes, and he can go in all 3. So he may stack the bottom lane. So I want to go a little heavier on this middle lane. We'll go with 3. Actually, let's do 4 in the top lane. That way, in the middle lane, we have a 6-pack. 6-pack is a good number for defenses. That's just the way that the ships are configured is good for defensive, like missile defense. Yeah, I think we'll do that, and we'll take out whatever's in lanes 1 and 2. And depending on the flight path, we may or may not be able to hit anything in lane 3. Normally, flotillas will attack whatever's in their own lane for the most part until it's eliminated. And then once it's eliminated, then they'll shoot cross lane. So I think we'll go with that. We'll try to have our kinetic attacks be more effective, maximum effectiveness. All right, let's see how it goes. Here we go. Yep, he is stacking the bottom lane. 2 up here, 2 in the middle. So a gun and a beam in the top lane. Gun and beams in the middle lane. And then everything else is in the bottom. Okay, cool. So his missile ships are down here. And he's going with turtle. He's going with hull plating absorption. So that's going to help counter my kinetic attack. Which, I'm all kinetic, so that was pretty easy. That's actually a pretty smart choice. He's going short range. We start at whatever the range is. So this lane will be starting at long range. And then this middle lane will start at medium range. And he's going for short range. Okay, and that's medium. All right. We'll see how it goes. Maybe we'll go see. Okay, middle lane's down. Top lane's down to one ship. Okay, top lane's empty. Alright, so all that's left is the bottom lane. So they're still shooting at me. Looks like our weapon systems are silent. Yeah, they're shooting at us and we're not shooting back. Free camera. Yeah, they're shooting up our tailpipes. So they're firing broadside and they're shooting from behind us, so we are unable to shoot back. But we did thin out the numbers in their fleet, right? We destroyed 4 of their ships. And our hero leveled up. Okay, let's take a look at the math. We had a minor victory. We gained experience. We took down these 4 ships without missed shots. About even split between missiles and guns. They did very little damage. Okay, interesting. So their armor was very effective. Wait a minute. Their shields absorbed a lot of damage. Considering all of my attack was kinetic, their shields absorbed 5,200 damage. That's a lot. Shields are pretty effective against missiles and guns. Didn't used to be that way. Shield penetration is only 55% and 65%. So shields are still 35% effective against missiles and 45% effective against guns. So shields are still very effective against kinetic weapons. Yeah. So even though kinetic weapons do more damage, that says 60, if that was beams, 23. But the beam is 90% effective at all 3 ranges versus a missile. It's really only really good at long to medium and okay at medium ranges, ineffective at short range. So even though the numbers are bigger on the kinetics, I would say because they're more range specific versus energy, it's 50% or that's 31 versus 23. I think you could make the argument that energy weapons are as good or better than kinetics in that missiles can be shot down, so they're shot down inbound, and then the shields are still effective and they take off a third of the damage. And then whatever's getting through is going through the armor, and the armor is effective. So you could make the argument that beams don't get shot down, they penetrate the armor, so you're mostly just dealing with shields. So and beams are effective at every range versus lasers are more range specific. So I could see where maybe I'm going to go back to my old design I used to always do, which would be like guns and beams. So I may go with guns and beams here. This admiral. Oh, I renamed my admirals. Let's see. This guy's going to be damage on fleet. I renamed them based on their skill sets. So this guy's Admiral Dragon. This guy's Admiral Shield Pierce. This guy's Admiral Wyvern, or Wyvern, I guess. Because he's not as tough as Dragon as far as armor. And then, but he's fast. He's a seeker, right? So he's kind of a lighter, faster version. And then this guy, Governor Cornucopia, because he's good on resources, and he's good on the Fidzy, and he's really good at science, and people are happy. So yeah, he's just a really good governor. So let's see, I assigned those points. Okay, so now it's our turn. So they attacked. Now it's our turn to attack, I guess. We have our action point. So let's attack him, and we'll see how much of this fleet. He has capability of doing 21 ships, huh? Wow. Okay. So let's take a run at Horatio and see how we do. Our ships are not very much damaged. You know, we came out of that pretty well. I'd say let's do the same thing again. Let's see what he's got. Energy, guns, 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 energy, 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 and now that one's missiles. That one's missiles. Okay, so I think that gravity distortion is probably going to be a good call again. He's got more guns this time, so he'll shoot down more of our missiles. We'll see how effective it is with him shooting down our missiles. We're best at short and medium range. Even though he has more ships, we are rated as being more powerful. We'll see. We're still going to go with the 6-pack over here to help shoot down missiles. I'm assuming he's going to probably stack the bottom lane again. No, he spread it out more this time. This is kind of messed up. I can't go to scan mode. There, now I can go to scan mode. Okay, I'm going to end up replaying this battle. Okay, let's see how this is going. Okay, we're just gonna go back and rewatch. Okay, looks like we did okay in the fight. Let's do a quick check of the math, and I'm gonna rewatch both of these, and I want to see. Looks like we did well. I want to see how effective his guns are at shooting down my torpedoes the second time around. So their hull plating absorbed a huge amount, and their shields absorbed 8,000. Yeah, we did not take very much damage. And our guns did better than our missiles this time, which makes sense. So he has more kinetic, he had more guns to defend against missiles in this fight, and they did better. And they had more fleets up here. See, that's missiles, energy, guns, 2 gunships in the top lane, missiles, energy. So we only had no gunships in the middle lane. Interesting. Okay, and then the bottom lane we had energy, guns, and energy. 2 guns, 2 energy in the bottom lane. Interesting. So our missiles would probably be way less effective there. Okay, so let's take another look at this here. So top lane is missile, energy, gun. 2 guns in the top lane. And he went with Team Spirit this time instead of the Turtle. Team Spirit is short range, 100% increase to morale effect. Okay, so he has plus 20% accuracy, evasion, and 10% extra damage. All right, let's see how we do here. So these are both going to be shooting here. That was a big miss. He's shooting down a lot of my missiles. Yeah, we're shooting down theirs. So some of it's getting through. Yeah, they're shooting down a fair bit though. And what they have left up here, they have 2 ships with guns and 1 with torpedoes or missiles. So the fleet, the flotilla that had that only had 1 guns, we took down faster, for sure. And we also had 6 ships instead of 4, so we took it down faster. So now we've got both lanes 1 and 2 firing up here at their lane 1. So we're taking them out right now. Okay. So we quickly mopped up lane 1 after lane 2 was cleared, and now same scenario. Lane 3 is firing broadside against right up the tailpipes of lane 2. And so we're out of a firing arc. We're not able to shoot behind us, so we can't even shoot back at them. Okay. Pretty good fight. I gotta say, I'm pretty happy with the results. We took very little damage on our fleet. I'm surprised how little damage we took. our shields were really effective, and Horatio was using a lot of energy weapons, and their guns didn't really do that much damage. Yeah, they didn't have enough missiles, so we weren't overwhelmed, and so we shot them down. And then the guns were at long range, and so they weren't very effective. And then we had enough shields to, I guess, deal with their energy weapons pretty well. So, gotta say that went better than I expected. Okay. So next time we'll move these two guys. We'll move them up to either Isar and join up with this fleet. We may explore at Isar. We may bring this fleet up to attack over here at Exturbia, because no, we can't without being at war. That's right. We're gonna bring scouts. Oh, I got a sneeze coming on. We will be scouting these curiosities to see what we have here for resources, opportunities. All right, let's deal with United Empire now. All right, let's talk to them. So right now, is anybody at war with anybody? Horatio is at war with the Vodiani, but only the Vodiani. And Lumeris. Okay, so the only war that exists, as far as we can tell, is between the Horatio and the Vodiani. All right, let's declare war on him.
We are at war. You test my patience contacting the Empire.
Well, we're at Cold War, but now we're going to be at war. I don't want you to halt your attacks. We're going to do more attacking. How much does it cost? 400. 401 influence to declare war. Well, we can do it. Let's do it. Somebody attacked me.
What should the Empire make of this move?
The families will do what is best for the families.
What? When should we go to war with you? When you're ready to give us your full attention? We ain't stupid. Huh. They're being sneaky? So the fact that I'm declaring war on United Empire, the Lumeris are going to get sneaky with me, huh? Let's see, I queued up the outpost ships. Okay, what's this attack? Horatio is attacking me again. With only 2 ships? That seems silly. Well, for Horatio claiming to be so brilliant, I don't think that's a very smart move. Huh. I'd say let's just go power to shields, and nothing that he's attacking me with is going to get through. And we'll stay at long range, and our torpedoes will just eat his lunch. Even though both of his ships are armed with guns, I don't think he's going to do very well, just because he's going to be outmatched by so much. Huh, cool. He can do that again. That's fine by me. Alright. Let's watch and see how well his ships do at shooting down my swarms of missiles. Here we go. A lot of it's getting through. Yeah, a lot of it's getting through. Yeah, he's blowing up a little bit, but not very much. Oh yeah, he's toast, bro. Cool. That was like a bonus round. Cool. Nice. Let's check the math real quick. Yeah. I received no damage from him. And his shields, again, shields are pretty effective, man, even against kinetics. So I don't know. But I mean, my kinetics are working. I guess if you have enough of them, they can be effective. Let's go for let's do the United Empire fight. Okay, so United Empire is armed with 100% missiles, all missiles. Okay, so we're going to find out how good our missile defenses are with one gun per ship, because Horatio, it was all mixed up between energy and kinetics and not very much missiles. And this is all missiles versus United Empire, and we have guns on all our ships, so we should have. He's not going to be able to stop our missiles at all. And our missiles, so we're going to hit him hard, and we're going to be able to shoot down some of his. Okay, so let's do the attack. Alright, and how do I want to do this here? Oh yeah, my fleet's a lot more mixed up. That's right, it's not an all-missile fleet. Let's see. What kind of defenses does he have? He's mixed energy and kinetic defense. Okay. We have enough command points. We can go all 3 lanes. You know what? I think I'm going to get dirty. I'm going to stack the bottom lane. He has how much? 10? Okay. I'm going to sacrifice. I'm going to sacrifice the weakest ship I have. I'm going to sacrifice the weak knife. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stack the bottom lane fully, because we just don't have that many guns, so we're going to take a lot of casualties. We're going to take a lot of casualties to his missiles. 216, 116, okay. So we're going to put as much guns as we can in the bottom lane and minimize our exposure, so that we're going to just lose this ship here. We have to have minimum of 1 command point in that lane. So that's the ship we're going to sacrifice, and then we'll focus fire on lane 3 and cross lane to lane 2, and whatever's in lane 1 is going to survive just fine and dandy, and then that'll be a re-engagement. And we're going, yeah, power to shields. Should we go turtle? Hull plating absorption, I think a lot's going to get through. Okay, how many of our ships have armor? That one has armor. That one has armor. Okay, the knife has no armor. A lot of our ships have armor. That scraper does not. Okay, the scrapers don't. So the 2 scrapers and the knife ships don't have armor. But otherwise everything has armor. So I think let's go with, if we go turtle, that'll help our ships take less damage. And we'll still be at medium range. Yeah, I think that's a good way to go. And our weak knife is the sacrifice. I think that's the way to go. And our armor will be more effective, and that'll help us out against... I think that'll help us out against his missile volleys. I mean, we're gonna take some losses here, but hopefully it won't be too bad. Let's see how this goes. He's going power to shields. He wants to stay at long range, of course, because he has missiles. So we'll start at long range in the bottom lane and then close to medium. Alright, and he totally is stacking down here. Alright, let's see how this goes. Okay, here we go. So this guy in the middle lane is going to be toast really fast. Okay, let's see how these missiles are coming in. Alright, how are we doing on shooting them down? Looks like we're taking some... We shot some of it down and some of it hit. Took a pretty big chunk. That took a pretty big chunk out of this ship. Okay. Not too much getting through on that volley or that volley. So that first volley was pretty bad. And after that, not too bad. It seems like the attacks are spreading around a little bit. Now they're coming in down here on this bottom ship. Yeah, we're shooting down a lot of it now. Okay, cool. We're definitely taking out some of these ships in the bottom lane. And we're getting out of the firing arc of these guys now in the second lane. Alright, yeah, we're going to mop these guys up in the bottom lane, and then we're going to be the ones firing broadside from the bottom lane. Yep. And now we're firing broadside up the tailpipes. There they go, they're swinging the guns around. Boom. Yeah, and now we're just shooting up their tailpipes and we're out of the firing arc. They can't shoot back at us. So now it's shooting gallery. Shooting ducks in a barrel. We ran out of time before we could finish them off, but that went pretty well. Oh, you know what I should have done? I should have brought that guy over here. No! He would have helped out. It would have been nice to have the extra missiles and guns. I don't think I'm going to do a 1v4 fight, though. Yeah, let's not do that. Man, I should have brought that small kinetic attacker over here before I attacked. That would have helped. Would have helped. I mean, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. The fight went pretty well. We just had that one sacrifice, and that was it. Cool. So the math was good. Look how effective the shields were. Wow. Yeah, most of the damage done was the missiles. Hard to argue, man. I mean, I don't like the fact that shields are so effective against missiles and that missiles get shot down. However, it was still effective to have missiles and kinetics. And, you know, and their missiles, I mean, what was the damage we took? Missiles. It was the missile damage. Because, I mean, well, of course, that's all they had was missiles. But, I mean, a lot of it got through. So, yeah. Interesting. I'll definitely have to think that over. I think it seems like maybe I can do okay sticking with a bunch of missiles. I don't know. I'm still kind of divided. Maybe I'll do a series of ships that have beams and guns, and end up with fleets that are like 50% beam and gun and 50% missile and gun, and see how it goes. I think doing that, missiles, you got to be fully committed, man. It's like all missiles or you don't even try, kind of thing. So we're gonna need some invaders, or not invaders. We're gonna need some siege ships. On this reawakening update, the siege modules are way better. 20 loss of troops when sieging. It was down to 7. Before it used to be 15, and then it got nerfed down to 7. But if you got a deed, you got the module that was 15. Now they're 20, so they're really way more effective. So anyway, so for 270 industry, I have 2 siege modules. It's a speed of 8. Or I could go with this ship. Speed 7. But it's 3 siege modules, but it's 380. So that's a little bit better price point per module. That's 126, I think, versus 135. But it's a little bit slower. Or if I go with the exploration ship, then it's also 135, but it's speed 9. So I think this is the way to go, simply because it's the fastest ship. And I'm not going to bother arming them, because I tend to accidentally not move them if they have weapons. And so if they're in a system where I have ships guarding, they just stay in guard 2 if they have weapons. But if they don't have weapons, then they don't guard, and so then they prompt me to be moved if needed. So I have to actively skip their movement each turn, so I don't accidentally forget to not move them. Okay, so we're going to create that design. So that's going to be our siege ship. We have outposts that we're building. What else should we do? Maybe let's look at what a laser ship would look like. A small attacker. Will be armed with 1 beam, 1 gun. I'm still going to go with guns and armor, and probably 2 energy. Probably 2 shields, because that's 44% versus 62%. So that's like 50% more absorption, but that's double the amount of absorption. It's 6,000. 71% to 83% is not super impressive, but it's twice the amount of shields. So I think it would be like that. Since shields are so effective against missiles and guns, yeah, you go with like 1 armor module, and then the rest is going to be shields. I think is the way to go. And I don't even know what to name this thing. Say small attacker. Small beam attack. And if we switched it from... I tend to like beams better than lasers, because I like the damage profile better. Those would be basically really good at medium and short range. And these will be better at all 3 ranges. They'll They'll just basically be better at long and short. Wow. 191, 178. Yeah, the beams are better. Okay. Small beam attacker. So comparing them with each other, 191, 262, but you don't have to worry about armor. And you don't have to worry about your missiles being shot down. So that's the trade-off. It's a tactical decision. Strategically? Tactically decided? I don't know. Anyway, I'll think it over. I may do some beamer type ships, or I may keep rolling with the missile ships. It might kind of depend upon what it is I think I'm going to be facing. Like these ships over here are all energy, so missiles are great. And over here, no, it was over here. These ships are all energy, so for now I think I'm going to stick with the missiles, because these guys just don't have defenses against missiles. A longer term, we'll see. We'll see. I'm open to the idea of doing other things. Patriots here. It's a lot of kinetics. It's a lot of missiles. These ones, these invaders, have a lot of guns. And he has armor and shields, of course. So, and Lumeris, they're all kinetic attack. Quite a bit of guns there. That whole fleet is guns, all guns, the whole thing. So that's a hard counter to my missiles. So against Lumeris, I probably would need to look at doing a beam fight, unless I just have crazy swarms of missiles. So for now, Lumeris is limited to smaller fleets than United Empire. Oh, no, they're also at 12. So it's a Horatio that's at like 20. Okay. Cool. All right. Well, I guess now that we're through we're not done through the fighting part. We're going to do this fight down here. Let's try this out, man. So we got a mix of, we got 2 missile ships, and then we have a gunship and lasers and beams. And all of my ships have energy defense except for the Squire. All right, let's do it, man. Let's try it out and see. I mean, it seems crazy, but you know, we have 11,000 hit points. We're attacking 787, and we have 1,300 defense, and you know, they have 11,000 hit points, 725 and 677 defense. So our attacks are similar. Our defenses are better than theirs, and we have similar hit points. So I think we're going to see our defenses make the difference here, is what I think is going to happen. And we're attacking the betrayers. All right, I'm thinking probably power to shields, but let's see. He does have armor, and he does have shields. So we're both going to be in lane 2, because we have small fleets. Not doing turtle. I could maybe do gravity distortion, or let's see. I want to be at long range because my missiles are. Let's see, we're best at long range, right? We're a little bit better at long range. And if our shields are extra effective, he has all energy weapons against us, right? So we want our shields to be the best they can be. So let's stay at long range and have the best energy defense we can. And that way we're at our optimum damage output. If we do long range or medium range, we'll be pretty good. Well, we're going to be good at all ranges. Okay. Yeah, we'll do maximum defense. All right, cool. Let's see how this goes. Oh yeah, he has fighters, right? Well, I want to take a look at those. All right. Enough of the silliness. Let's see what happens here. See how our missiles should do just fine. So you can see the thick blue ring is his hit points. The smaller blue ring is his shields. So when the missiles hit, they definitely are taking a chunk out of the shield too. Here they come. Yeah. Dude's just got a lot of hit points. How are we doing? We're taking a little damage. Looks like he's spreading the attacks around. This one, no shields. This one has down to about a third of his shields. My two small kinetic attackers are doing really well as far as shields and hit points. This guy's just about out of shields. Okay, his shields are down now. Damage should start stacking in a lot faster. Yeah. Wow, okay, so we took out about 2/3 of his hit points. We spent most of the fight just trying to struggle to get through his shields. Okay, well, next fight we'll have our leader there, and we'll probably finish him off. Shields are serious, bro. We received laser and beam damage. Look, the damage we did, it was almost all kinetic. Armor and shields. So his shields, we only did energy weapon damage right at the very end, I'm pretty sure. After his shields went down. Otherwise, he wasn't really taking hardly any energy damage at all. So it was really about the missiles getting through. And I'm surprised the gun damage was that high. I guess we got to medium range. And I guess the hard target, extra long range defense. When we were at long range, it wasn't really very effective. But once we closed to medium range, we did better. And guns are a lot better at medium range than long range. So cool. So that was all pretty interesting. Yeah, we'll when we complete that Thieves and Traitors quest, we'll get the Bastion, and then we'll use the Bastion to beat up on these fleets over here. That'll be cool. And then we'll use the Bastion to beat up on everybody else that we're fighting against. Yeah, that's going to be cool. Alright, so now we're done with the fighting. Let's move on to the chill and relaxed exploration part of the turn, like we've been doing. Let's see here. There's nothing at Novaris, but we need to go to Sahar. We'll explore here. Orichalcix out of the level 1 Subterranean. Eridanus, Half, Gano, Tionha, none of these. Oh, he's got a outpost. United Empire's got an outpost over here at Ita. That's cool. Maybe that'll irritate Lumeris. Maybe that'll help encourage those two to be at odds with each other and fight. I'm totally cool with them fighting each other. Alright, so this scout's going to need to either come up here or come over here. Kind of want to get more stuff going over here, so let's maybe move towards Ursa. Okay, seems like that's the way we're going to go. This one already explored here. Probably go to Heka and then from there come down here and either go across to Cephas or to Cetus. One or the other. Not sure which. I'll have to look at it more carefully. Okay, so that takes care of the scouts here and here and here. Let's do the stuff back here. Here to Seganus. Alright, we have a life form 4 on an Arctic. Okay, so I'm guessing more Mercurite. Yep. Cool. Good stuff. Nigres, Arcab, Ceres. Okay, so let's head up here to Ceres. And we'll probably do Ceres, Arcab, Deki, Artemis. Then up here to Fiacris and Regulus. Probably. Alright, and then we'll go top to bottom over here. Bundus. Ruins 4 on a Toxic. I'm guessing it's another one of these. Endless Foundries. Yep. Those are cool. I know me revealing this stuff over here is totally going to help out the Vodyani or maybe the Unfallen. That's fine. They're so far away, they'll never really impact me very much. And honestly, if they're stronger and they put more pressure on Horatio, great. That just makes things easier for me if he has more distraction. Okay, we don't have visibility to these. I'm thinking maybe they're safe, maybe there's not pirates, maybe there's nobody over there. Let's see, we have 2 probes left. Subterranean 1, Atmospheric 1. You know, probably better safe than sorry. I'm going to play it safe. Since he almost got it. Almost went down the wrong star lane over here. It could have been bad. Could have been bad. So we're just going to be a little more cautious. You know what? I could maybe fly him across. Yeah, I'll do that. And then I can catch Zane on the way back. Maybe. We'll figure it out. did Kurha. He has probes. He has 4 probes plus movement. Yeah, this one was going to go to Digistrad, Lyra, and then down this way. So this one was coming up north. Okay, and we'll keep heading on up to Lupus. This is another really big gap. So it seems like maybe these constellations over here are way out there. I don't know. At least this one seems to be. Where the Unfallen are. They're way out there. They're way out there, dude. Alright. Next. It's down here at Gistrad. 3 probes. We got a Ruins 3 on an Ash, a Subterranean 1 on a Lava, so that's Orichalcix probably, and a Ruins 3 on a Hot. So I'm guessing 2 more of the Void Stones and an Orichalcix. Nope, that was wrong. 2 Lost Cities. And Influence. Okay. Alright. And then he has movement left, so he'll jump through the star lane to Lyra. I mean the wormhole to Lyra. And Lyra, let's see, there is a Ruins 4 on a Monsoon. Interesting. So the plan will be to explore that curiosity at Lyra and then go blazing through this wormhole with a damaged ship and hopefully not get destroyed. I probably should have sent a probe over there while I was at Gistrad or something, but I didn't think it through. Alright, what else do we have here? We got this guy arriving down here at Curios. There's the pirate fleet again. That seem to not be aggressive. I think they're some sort of quest fleet. Okay, we have 5 probes. We have an undamaged scout. And we have a Subterranean 2, a Ruins 3, probably more of those artifacts, a Lifeform 3 on a Jungle, Hydromill maybe, Ruins 3 on a Gas Hot, Subterranean 1, that's going to be Quadronix. Okay, let's just do all of them. Okay, yeah, Hydromial, 2 of the Lost Cities, Quadronix, Subterranean, Adamantian gear. Okay. Good for invasions, if you want invasion modules. And he is out of movement, and he's out of probes. It's Cephas. Let's see. 5 probes, full movement. That looks dangerous. Greedy pirates, huh? Let's see here. Where's this guy going next? Need to go to Idris. Could go to Talitha. That's a good choice. That's also a good choice. If we go to here, then we can come over here and then go up here. So I think if this one's going that way, Then this one. We'll chance it. We're undamaged now. If we fly in there, life form 4, and then try to fly out of there. Let's try it. We'll try to be quick with the clicky clicks. Spam this, and then fly out. Fly, 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 fly. Yes. We got it. We got in and out. Let's see what we see. Griff Buds, okay. There's Pulsos, Thinkers and Tinkers too. Okay, cool. Do just a couple of praises. It looks like they're already enthralled by the Vodyani. And the Bhagaba, Disarming Diplomacy. Peaceful Treaties. Not a priority for us. Just do a couple of praises here. See, how much is our law upkeep? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, we did too much. 284. I think the game deducts your law upkeep before it adds the influence that you earned. And so since I have less than 285 influence, I think I'm going to have laws get canceled. Oops. I do slip up like that. I may need to cancel laws before we advance the turn, if I don't want all of them to get canceled. Oopsie. That was definitely a whoops. He has 4 pros. Okay, he can go up to Paradolis. That'd be fine. And the one that's at Curios can go to Talitha, and then go to Zenus, and then go to Idris. That'll work. Alright, and the Lost Horatio can fly up here and see what's here. Oh, look. It's going to do the free one only. Doggone it. Made it worse. Okay, I can cancel Dirty Hands. I have the approval to burn. I guess I'll run Super Tax Act. I can do Brains Over Bucks, actually. Or I could do Cram Exam. I'll think about it. What's my burn rate now? 213 upkeep. I hate to cancel Green Fertility, but I think I need to. If I've already done all of the ship, okay, I'll tell you what. If I've done all of the ship movement, once I'm done with all the movement, I can cancel Star Boogie and then pass it again next turn. I think I'll do that. I'm gonna just not talk to these guys. Whew, whoopsie. That was yeah. This guy. $13, huh? because I'm not going that way. And then he's the southern guy. He's the southern edge, so he's going to go south. I'm just going to fly. I'm not going to bother waiting. I'm just going to kind of live dangerously here and hopefully it doesn't turn out bad. Cravers. Cravers. Lots of cravers. Cravers. Okay, we found where the cravers are. For sure. How much to explore here? 4. A ruins 3. A life form 4. A ruins 4. Ruins 3. The ruins 4 is going to be endless foundries. Man, do I dare help the cravers out? Well, I mean, if they are attacking people around them, it's not going to be me. It'll actually be okay to help the cravers out. Let's send a probe down this way to take a look, and then we'll explore something. Something low level. That's a 3. That's a 4. That's a 4. And that'll give us a chance to have, we'll get 3 more probes. Next turn we'll explore those 3 curiosities and also give our probes time to arrive or fly at these places and maybe make decisions about where to go next. Advanced monohull plating. Okay, that's an armor. 140. Okay, that's cool. Probably won't be using it. Ha! Unlock 5 technologies in less than 38 turns. Oh! It's not researching them, it's unlocking them. And so maybe that's... Apparently it's discovering technologies via scouting as well as maybe research. Apparently. Immigrant integration. Fantastic, dude. So now all of the foreign populations in our empire have +2 industry and science production. Cool. That's really good. I really like that. That's going to help us out. Okay, let's move all of our fleets. Alright, we're just going to click through. We're going to do all of our movement and stuff. These guys. Yeah, these guys, see? I guess we'll do that. Okay, he's gonna join up with that fleet. And once we mop these guys up, we may take that fleet over here. We may come over here to Pixis, depending how tough we are, and we may need to resupply with more ships, although we're at 13 of 14, so we may need to look at researching more command point limit. I don't know. This guy, the lost Horatio. Sure, he can. Where were we at on this guy? Did we have him? I do not want to praise him. And I don't really want to... I guess we'll wait. And this guy's out of probes and movement. So he's done. This guy is not going to attack right now. And he's out of movement. Okay, so he's staying put. That guy's staying put. Okay, that's everybody moved. Okay, let's cancel the law for Star Boogie. Temporarily canceling it, and that should bring our influence burn rate down. Law keep is 216. Law upkeep is now only 71, so we're going to be okay. So I can pass laws. I think I'll do Super Tax Act, which gets us positive, and then I'm going to do Brains Over Bucks, which is also free. And that takes us back negative on dust. But now we have 4760 on science. And let's go ahead and sell another Hyperium or two to make sure we're nice and financially solvent. Okay. So I think that's it. It's a big turn, big long recording. I think we'll wrap it here, and I'm gonna run through these battles and kind of do some more analysis on them, and kind of try to make an informed decision about whether I'm gonna stick with missile ships or switch over to guns and energy instead of missiles and guns. So I'll figure that out, and then we'll meet back at turn number 57. Okay, we'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks everyone for watching.